Lesson 99. Read the problem. 40/100ths times 50. You learn that the first thing you do to simplify is cross out zeros. This problem has zeros in the fraction and a 0 in the number 50. So first we cross out zeros in the fraction. We can cross out 1 0 in each number of the fraction. 1 0 in 40, 1 0 in 100. We can also cross out the zeros in 50 and 10. This and this. So we're going to cross out 1 0 here and 1 0 here. So our new equation is 4 times 5. Those are the only two numbers left over. 4 times 5 equals 20. Remember, first you cross out all the zeros you can cross out, then you multiply. Open your workbook to lesson 99 and find part 1. You're going to simplify the fractions and then work the problem. Remember, first you cross out the zeros, then you simplify the fractions further. Problem A, 20/100ths times 35. Pause the video now. Resume when you're ready to check your work. Here's the answer to A. Problem B, 80/100ths times 30. Pause the video now to work the problem. Resume when you're ready to check your work. Answer to problem B. Problem C, 50/3 times 9/10. Pause the video now to work the problem. Resume when you're ready to check your work. For problem C, you crossed out zeros. They left you with 5/3 times 9. You simplified 9/3, equaling 3. 50/3 times 9/10 equals 15. Find part 2 in your workbook. You'll figure out the balance point for this line. Figure out the totals for the weights and write the numbers in the boxes. Stop when you've done that much and resume the video when you're ready. Here are the distances for the weights. Now add those distances to get the total distance. The total distance is 60. 1 plus 12 plus 27 plus 20 equals 60. Now figure out the balance point and make an arrow to show the balance point. Pause the video now to work the problem. You work the problem 60 divided by 10. 60 total divided by 10 weights gives you the answer 6. 6 is where you have your balance point. Here's the number line with the balance point at 6. Now open your textbook to lesson 99 and find part 1. You'll copy the mixed numbers. Below, you'll write the addition for changing each mixed number into a fraction and complete the equation. Number A, letter A, 7 3/8. Copy mixed number A. Below, add the fraction for 7 and the fraction 3/8. The answer to A is 59/8. Problem B, 1 6/11. Work the problem, pause the video, resume when you're ready to check. Here's the answer to B. Problem C, 9 4/5. Pause the video now to work the problem. Resume when you're ready to check your work. Problem D, 4 2/9. Pause the video now to work the problem. Resume when you're ready to check. Here's the answer for problem D. Now, take a moment, pause the video if you need to find the measurement table in the back of your textbook. You're going to work problems that refer to measurement facts. If you don't know a fact, look it up in this table. Listen closely. Change 45 cups into gallons. Pause the video now to work the problem. Change 45 cups into gallons. The problem you use is 1 gallon is 16 cups. Next, change 3 miles into yards. Find that fact on the table. The fact you should find is 1 mile is 1,760 yards. Please find part 2 in your textbook now. Pause the video now to get there. Remember, don't use the facts in the back unless you need to. Problem A, change 30 minutes into hours. Pause the video now to work the problem. 1 hour is 60 minutes. The problem you work is 30 divided by 6. Work the rest of the problems in part 2. Resume when you're ready. Pause the video now, resume when you're ready to check your work. Problem B, change 7 pounds into ounces. The problem you worked is 16 times 7. 112 ounces is 7 pounds. Problem C, change 690 feet into yards. The problem you work is 690 divided by 3. There are 230 yards in 690 feet. Problem D, change 3 miles into yards. The problem you worked is 1,760 times 3. There are 5,280 yards in 3 miles. Problem E, change 62 days into weeks. You work the problem 62 divided by 7. There are 8 and 6/7 weeks in 62 days. Problem F, change 4 gallons into cups. The problem you work is 16 times 4. There are 64 cups and 4 gallons. Find part 3 in your textbook. You're going to write equations for pulling out green marbles, purple marbles, and yellow marbles. Remember, T stands for trials. Problem A, write the equation for green. Problem B, write the equation for purple. Problem C, write the equation for yellow. Pause the video now to do so. Resume when you're ready to check. A, 3/8 T equals G. B, 1/8 T equals P. C, 4/8 T equals Y. Remember, T equals trials, G is green, P is purple, Y is yellow. Here's what you should have. Problem D, if you took trials until you pulled out 9 green marbles, how many trials would you expect to take? Pause the video now to work the problem. You started with the equation for green. 3/8 T equals G. You worked the problem 9 times 8/3, giving you the answer 24 trials. Problem E, you took 96 trials. About how many yellow marbles would you expect to pull out? You should have worked the problem 4/8 T equals Y. Plugging in 4/8 times 96, giving you 48 yellow marbles. Problem F. If you took 16 trials, about how many purple marbles would you expect to pull out? You use the equation 1/8 T equals P. You work the problem 1/8 times 16, giving you the answer 2 purple marbles. Problem G. If you took trials until you pulled out 10 purple marbles, about how many trials would you expect to take? Pause the video now to work the problem. You started with the equation for purple marbles, 1/8 T equals P. You work the problem 10 times 8/1, giving you the answer 80 trials. Moving into long division. This problem has a 2-digit answer. I'll underline the digits that we use to find the first digit of the answer. 39 divided by 72. 39 divided by 72. Can you work that problem? No, 39 is too small. 394 now divided by 72. Can you work that problem? Yes, you can work that problem. So I underline 394, and I'll write the first digit of the answer right above the 4. So this answer for this, 394 divided by 72, answer is going to go right here above the 4. How many digits will I underline? Well, I underlined 3 digits because that's my equation right now. The estimation problem you'll work is 39 divided by 7. There are 39 tens in this, and there's 7 tens in this. The closest you can get is 5. 39 divided by 7 is 5. That's going to go above the 4. The multiplication problem for 5 is 5 times 72. 5 times 72 equals 360. I'm going to add that below. Now we subtract. 394 minus 360 gives me the answer 34. We've worked the problem for the first digit of the answer. The first thing we do to work the problem for the ones digit is bring down the ones digit. So my next step is to bring down this 8. It's in the ones digit. You know how to work the rest of the problem. Next. $745 divided by 28. The first problem you'll work for dividing by 28 is 74 divided by 28. So I underline 74. Copy the problem and work the first for the first digit. Stop when you've done the first digit of the answer and a remainder below. Here's what you should have. The first digit of the answer is 2. You subtracted 56, the remainder is 18. Now you'll work the problem for the ones digit of the answer, bringing down this 5. Do that and complete the problem. Pause the video now to work it. Resume when you're ready. You work the problem 185 divided by 28. The estimation problem for that is 19 divided by 3. 19 divided by 3 is 6. Here's what you should have for that part. Say the multiplication for the ones digit. 28 times 6. The multiplication for the ones digit, 28 times 6. It's in the ones place. The subtraction problem for the remainder is 185 minus 168, giving you 17 as your remainder. Denominator is the same as that you divide by. Next, 2,296 divided by 41. The first division problem is 229 divided by 41. Copy the problem, underline 229, and work the problem for the first digit of the answer. Pause the video now to work. Resume when you're ready to check. Here's what you should have. The first digit of the answer is 5. The remainder is 24. Work the problem for the second digit of the answer. Pause the video now, resume when you're ready to check. You brought down 6 and worked the problem 246 divided by 41. The answer is 6 with no remainder. The answer to this problem is 56. Your independent work begins now. Textbook, parts 4 through 9, workbook, parts 3 through 5. Reach out to me on chat if you need help. Get busy.